Sunday. Welcome to the live. Hey, Homecare bosses, how you guys doing? Happy Sunday. So excited that you are here. So if you are here, just say hello. Let me know that you are here. If you are catching the replay, still say hello. Let me know that you are here. I am super excited to be here today. It's gonna be a fun live, so be ready, fun and relaxed live. So uh, so be ready. We're excited to have you here. Hey Sasha, hey Ashley, hey Ben too. How you guys doing? Please make sure you tag your business best friend and let's talk. So if we haven't met yet, I am Sue and this is
I'm Enoch Dennis, and
yeah.
we are the co-founder of Homecare Buses United, the community of more than 10,000 home care buses. And so today we have a special live, I guess, teaching Q&A and
To answer any
yeah.
questions that you may have about home care marketing automation. So as you come in, just drop any question. You know, we have the home care marketing automation training coming up next Sunday in 8 days. So drop your questions about home care marketing automation in the chat, and I'll be glad to answer them for you. But let me tell you a little bit about how my weekend is going so far. We started this business, right? Because we wanted something better. We want something better for us. We want something better for our community. We want to be able to bring our contribution to the world. Am I right? Yes, yes. If I'm right, drop a yes in the chat. Hey, Omisiete, hello. Yeah, if I'm right, just drop a yes in the chat. Hey, Felicita, how are you doing? Yeah, okay. So we all started this because we wanted to do better for ourselves, do better for our community, and bring our contribution to the world. At least I know that's why I start. And when we start a business, I know a lot of times people are not, you don't really understand what it takes to really have a successful business. How many of you, like, you started this, and when you got inside of it, you're like, ooh, this is way more than what I thought this was supposed to be. This is like way more work, right? Than what I thought this is was supposed to be. If you can relate to that, let me know in the chat. Just for the oh yes. Like, you went into this business, you're like, hey, I'm gonna start this business. It's gonna be easy. I got it. And when you got it, and you're like, oops, that's way more work that I've ever done in my entire life, and nobody told me about this. I thought this was supposed to be easy, especially now. Like, you'll say with the way people with internet, how people make it. Like, you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so especially nowadays with the internet, with the I guess, how do you call it, the Instagram models, how people make it, the Instagram entrepreneurs, right? How people make it so easy, make it look easy, right? It's like they all have a Lamborghini, they all have a Ferrari, they all, even though it's rental, right? But anyways,
and you make it seem it all happen overnight,
yeah,
right?
it's all happened all overnight, and
With
it's like
minimal work.
showing off the brand, the brand name bags, the brand name purses, and then all these things that people keep on showing off. And for us, for people who are outside of this sphere, they feel like, oh my goodness, I need to get into this so I can live that same lifestyle, right? And not knowing that behind that, for the people who are truly doing it, there is a lot going on behind that, that front that you see every single day on Instagram and on Facebook. One of our mentors, the way he illustrated as someone who is, let's say, well, last night we went to a comedy show, right? So when you go to the comedy show, on the stage, you see the comedian just telling a whole lot of jokes, one after another, stories after stories after stories, and everything flows, right? Everything flows, and you're like, oh my goodness. But what you don't know is how how many practices that they had to do, how many rehearsals that they had to do, how many times that they had to fix the joke because it didn't land properly, how many times they had to change a sentence, how many words they had to change to make sure that it fits, how like hours upon hours that they spent working on their craft, right? But we don't see this. We just see them on the stage and doing their thing, right? Kind of like if you ever been to our conference, right? You see us on the stage, you see everything going on, everything is flowing. But what you don't know, you never see the how many hours and months that it takes us to get ready for these things, to practice, to do this, to do that. It takes a lot of work. But when people see it, they're like, oh, I can do this thing. I can do this. I can do this even better than they, right? So that's the nature of business nowadays, where everything is on Instagram, everything is on Facebook. We see it, and people feel like, oh, I can do it. I can actually even do it better than they. When there's a whole lot. Once you get your feet in the door and you start seeing what's actually behind the scene, there's a whole lot going on, right?
Yes, a whole lot going on. It is like, honestly, it is so much work. Like I remember in like when we first started, I don't think I slept. That's how much work. Like if I slept, it was like minimal, maybe like a couple of hours a day, uh, because there was so much to do, and also so much to do. And like when you're starting, because when you like your first couple of years, it's like so much to do. You're wearing so many hats, and at the same time, your business may not be able to bring you the income that you're looking to bring to replace what you are doing already. So you still probably have to juggle your work, your job, then the business, and there's really no time left. It is like a lot. But again, that's where the power of automation comes into play too, right? Right? Would you say that? That's
Yeah.
where the power of automation, and I know some of you may hear automation and it sounds like a big word, right? Automation basically means, and as you hear, drop your questions in the chat. Any questions you have about our home care marketing automation 5-day training coming up, drop it in the chat, and me and Enoch will be answering those questions for you. Okay, we'll be answering those questions for you. So that's why the power of automation is so important, especially for us who have to juggle so many times, so many things. So when we think of automation, it's just been like you can automate, you can set up some stuff in your business on autopilot. Put autopilot in the chat. Whether you're watching this live or you're watching the replay, go ahead, put autopilot in the chat. Autopilot in the chat. Because when we are able to put certain things on autopilot, then that will save us some time, and
Mhm.
that also will help us make some money, right? Make more money in our agency, because there are certain things that we can automate, so we don't have to be doing every single thing. I wish I started automating things from the beginning,
Mhm.
right? That would have saved me a lot of hours. I probably would have been able to get more than 2 to 3 hours of sleep at night, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I would have been able to get 5, right? That
And you
would
make
be,
less mistakes when you have things on automation. You make a whole lot less mistakes.
yes. And when we're talking about automation, I know somebody asked me this question, like, see, I don't need this training, because what I'm dealing with right now is finding caregivers, making sure I find the right caregivers. That's my struggle. I'm not, this whole marketing automation does not apply to me. That's not what I'm dealing with. So, what would you say to somebody like that?
So someone who says, well, the whole, automation, marketing automation does not apply to me. What I would say is this: can you like take a piece of paper and start jotting down all the tasks that you do when it comes to marketing? Like write them down, right? A lot of times we keep things in our head and we don't see it, and we feel like, oh, that doesn't apply to me. That doesn't apply to me. But if you take the time and write it down, right? Write things down and see all the tasks that you do. When I say task for marketing, I'm talking about calling, sending email, sending texts out, right? Um, Taking notes, going to the presentation, all of this,
Posting on social
posting on
media.
social media, right? All of these different things, if you jot them down and then say to yourself, you know what, which one of those that, that I can just delegate, right? If I were to hire someone else to do it for me, which one of these things I can easily hire someone to do for me, right? Taking notes, sending emails, sending texts, right? Those things can easily be, you don't have to do them. Therefore, you can automate them. Does that make sense? You can automate them because you don't have to do them. So that's what, when people say, well, this don't apply to me, it's a home care agency. Why do I need automation? Well, you need automation because a lot of things that you are doing, you don't have to do them on a daily basis. You can fix them, you can package them and automate them, put them on autopilot, and let an AI do the work for you. So now you have more time, right? You have more time. Whatever you want to do with that time, go ahead and do it. But at least you give yourself more time by doing less. You may feel like I'm doing less, but how is that going to help me? Well, because you are now doing less, now you have more time to do more, right? So I know this kind of like may not make sense that you're doing less and all of a sudden you're doing more. Yes, exactly. Because you do less, now your automation can do a lot more for you. Now you have your time back so you can do more with that time.
Yeah, and not only you can do more, one of the things also, as a business owner, as a home care agency owner, one of the main thing that we need to do that we don't spend a lot of time on is thinking about the strategies to grow the business. Because we all like we're doing, and we're
Mhm.
like a chicken with our head cut off, and we're not thinking how we should grow. We're not spending time. Like literally, I have time during the day that I, even if it's not a lot of time, that I just spend to think and like see what is the strategy that I need to grow. For me, not only I spend time, like when I'm spending time to think, because I'm a believer, I'm also asking God, hey, I need you to give me some strategy to grow this business that you have given us. And that is so important. Like, seriously, like our success, we can attribute our success to that. And if you follow me, you can see those things um, like I'm always ahead of the time, always. And that's not because I'm smart. Of course I'm smart, but it's not because I'm smart. That's why I'm ahead of our time. And you can see, like when I start doing something, then all the other people you start following, they start watching me and do the same thing too. But the thing is, for me, I have to spend that time with God. I have to have that time to think and see what is the strategy that I currently need, that we currently need in order to grow. And if we
Mhm.
don't have that time and we're just doing, we can't even do that. Is that making sense? Yes or yes? Let me know if that is resonating with you. Hey, Whitley. Hey, Alexis. Let me know if that is resonating with you. Let me know if this is making sense to you in the chat. Yes or yes. And I know it's hard to find that time when you're working so much, when you're doing so much into the business. And again, that's where automation comes in. Because with automation, there are things, at least automation can save you 1 hour a day. That one, like there are things I cannot say that you can automate that you don't have to do. Then you can have that 1 hour a day to strategize, to think, and see what is the direction that you want to move your business forward. Let me know if that is making sense. Yes or yes. Let me know if that is making sense. Yes or yes. And part of the question I asked you earlier, I think you missed part of it. It's like that person say, hey, I don't need the marketing automation because my problem is caregivers.
Mhm.
But can you go in a little bit in depth? How can you use automation even to find you the right caregivers? What are some of the like because I believe this person need this even
Mhm.
more, but they not seeing it. They're like, oh, marketing automation. It's just about getting clients.
Yeah.
It's not gonna help me get caregivers. So how do you good? How do you like talk to that person and let them know, hey, this is exactly what you need?
Yes, definitely. That's a good question. before I go there, someone asked about starting an agency. I don't see your name, so if you can just drop your name in the comment, so our team can get in touch with you. Okay, the person who says she's a nurse and she needs to start an agency, so just drop your name in the chat. That way, our team can reach out to you. Now, let's go with the question. Someone was saying, "Well, my problem is caregivers." Here's the thing: automation is going to help you a lot with caregivers. Let's say get some example, right? For caregivers, again, the same thing. Lay out, write them down. What are the things that you do when you need to get a new caregiver, when you need to get caregivers? What are the things that you do? Write them down on a piece of paper. That way you can see them in front of you. You can kind of like, hey, you can actually see them, right? What do? You will see that you do job posting, you get applicants, and then you kind of like go over those applications. You review each of them to see who actually you would like to interview, and then you do the interviews, and then you collect documents, and then on and on and on and on, right? What are some of the items in there that you could actually delegate to someone else that you don't have to do, right? What are those items? Well, guess what? The process from when someone submit an application to the interview, there is a lot that is done in between, right? Guess what? What are the things that we usually done in between? We review applications. It may be a lot of them, a whole lot of applications that you have to review each of them, and then you call people, right? You calling them, hey, can we schedule an interview on this and that day, trying to see what fits your calendar, what fits their calendar, even if you are not the one actually doing it. Some of us, you probably say, well, you know what, I have an office manager, they do that, I don't do that. Guess what? That's still time that you have to pay them to just call someone and see, when can they come for an interview, right? Trying to figure out that scheduling and all of that, calling back and forth, people who their applications are not quite done yet. You have to call them to see, hey, can you finish the application? All of that, that is time that you are spending doing those things, whether it's you or another staff member. That's time and money. Now you have to pay them. You have to pay your office manager to just call people to see when are they available to come for an interview, or the application was not completely done. Now they are calling them to see if they can finish the application. That is time and money, right? Guess what? You may not be thinking that automation can help you with any of that, but I'll probably say, that you are wrong, right? That's not right, because automation can help you do exactly that. Someone submit the application, and automation will take them from that time of when they submit the application, all the process in between, all the process about checking the application, sending a text, sending an email, getting them onto your calendar for an interview, right? Taking out the people who do not fit to be who shouldn't be considered for that position. In automation, AI can do all of that work for you like that. I'm not talking about like weeks, right? I'm not talking about days. I'm talking about doing it so fast within a few minutes. Automation and AI can get that done for you, and all you have to do is show up for an interview with with a few people who actually qualify for the job. Let me tell you, wouldn't you like to be able to do that? Right? Wouldn't you like to be able to do that? Let me know in the chat. If that's something that you aspire to be able to do, put yes in the chat for me. Put yes in the chat if this is something that you aspire to be able to do, where this process can be done. Here's the issue that we actually have. The issue is someone submit an application. Now we have to take the time to review the application, right? Now it's your time you have to take to review the application, and then to call them. By the time you are done reviewing 50, 100 applications, it may be like a week out, right? It may be like a week out, and then you have to call them to see if you can schedule. No wonder why when you're calling people, you can't get in touch with them. You know why? Because if someone submit an application to your agency, let's say last night, Saturday night, I can guarantee you, I can guarantee you, 9 out of 10, they have submitted an application to probably like three, four, five other agencies, and maybe three, four, five other jobs that have nothing to do with home care agencies. Maybe they submit an application to Walgreens, to Home Depot, to Office Depot, wherever else, right? And now you are taking your sweet little time in 1 week to review the application, to reach out to them. By that time, they're already gone. They're already gone. And now you are calling them, they're not answering, they're not picking up, or they tell you, well, yeah, I can come. And you schedule the interview, they don't show up. You know why they don't show up? Because in between that time, they already got another offer. They are gone, right? So all of this waste of time can be shortened very, very, very fast with automation and with AI. This is exactly what we are going to be showing you. We are going to be teaching you how to make those things, how to implement those different things in your agency. When you come to the training, the training is on the 27th to the 31st. That means next Sunday to Thursday next week. We're going to have the training. The link is in there. Grab your seat, because this is where everything is going now. Everything is fast. Everything is moving fast. If you are moving slow, then guess what? You are the dial-up of the era of 5G internet, right? You don't want to move slow. You have to get to be moving fast now, right? So let's get moving fast. Let's get going. Come to the training August 21st, August 27th to the 31st. And let's get you the knowledge that you need to so that you can apply AI automation in your home care agency. You can do less in more time. You can save time, save money, and increase your revenue.
Yes, yes. So the person who asks when is the training is August 27th to the 31st. It is virtual. It's 1 hour a night. So quick, easy, drop a lot of value, quick and easy, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. at night time from Sunday to Thursday next week. Let me tell you, this training is really, really important. Make sure you be there. Let me tell you how important this training is. Next week is Enoch's birthday. And we're doing the training, like we bypassing his birthday to do this training. So that should tell you how important this training is, that you need to be in the room. You need to be in the room. So you can go to the website, Homecare Marketing Automation.com. Somebody asked, how much does this training cost? The starting price for the training is $47. So that's the starting price. There's different other options. If you go on the website, you will see the different other options. We have general admission, VIP, and platinum. General admission starts at $47. Each degree, like each level, offer more opportunity, but the base main training starts at $47. So yes, it's to Sunday to Thursday next week. So next
8 p.m.
Sunday,
Eastern time.
we start next Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And every day we will be talking about different things. Yes, it's not the same thing. And this is really, if you've been to any of our training, this is like full of value, no fluff. This is like really hands-on training. One of the things that we will be able, like every day we have different topic. Like the first day we start to, how do you follow up the right way? How do you get the referrals? How do you set automation to do follow-up for you? Because this is important. Then second day, I believe that's when we talk about how to use automation with the caregivers. One of the days we talk about how to use automation to get the reviews for your training, for your home care agency, right? So those are some of the things that we're gonna be teaching, and then on the last day, we kind of like put it all together and make it all make sense together. So you don't want to miss none of the nights. that we are there. Somebody else asks, okay, what about if we're working during that time and we have to miss a couple of days? If you have to do that, we have an option that is perfect for you. When you choose platinum option to register, the platinum option, hey Rayvon, how you doing? The platinum option does come with the replays. So if you're gonna miss a day or two, then my recommendation is to get platinum, because when you get platinum ticket, that way you do have access to the replays for 14 days after the training, so you can go back, go over that, and you get so much more as well. And platinum, we almost sold out, y'all. Almost sold out. So right now, this is the perfect time, because with this training, it's hands-on. We're gonna be sharing a lot of stuff in there, so we want to make sure we keep the number at a certain number, the capacity at a certain number, where we can still provide massive value for everyone that will be in attendance. And that's why we have a cap on the number of people that we can attend. So that's why we have a cap on that. Sierra say, how much is platinum? Platinum is $297. But there's more things in platinum. Not only platinum, you get the 5-day training, you get a printed workbook. We're mailing the workbook out to you this week. And so the sooner the better. So we can mail this on time to you. And you also get Q&A, daily Q&A, 30 minutes Q&A daily for 5 days, or you can come and ask me any questions, me and Enoch, any questions that you have. You also get a one-on-one 15 minutes breakthrough session with somebody on our team. The breakthrough session is your time, 15 minutes. We get on the phone or on Zoom, and you can ask us any questions. That is basically, you get to pick somebody on our team. You get to pick our brain and ask any questions that you need answer to. So those are the things that are in platinum. In the platinum is $297, and then we also have the VIP. The VIP is $97. The like if you go on the website, you can see all the things that are included in VIP. Did that answer your question, Sierra? Did that answer your question? Hey, Dr. Gina. Gina, hey, Jocelyn. How are you doing? Awesome, awesome. Drop your other
Drop your other questions in the chat. Just put your
Any other
questions in the
questions you have
chat.
in the chat?
That's why we're here for today. Q&A. We want to answer any questions that you have. Any questions that you have. If you're on the fence of whether or not you should attend, this is where you ask your question. That way we can answer your questions for you. Listen, we are the ones doing the training in our company. So if you have a question, you don't ask us, you're gonna still have the question, right? You're gonna be like, oh, I need to think about this. Well, if you need to think about it, it's because you have a question that needs to be answered. And guess what? We are here. Yeah. So that's the time to ask us your questions so that we may answer your questions for you.
And actually, while we had this, while you guys putting your questions down, so for example, I'll show you the power of automation again, and how automation help you reclaim your time and make more money. So last night, if y'all know, I'm a workaholic. Okay, I need to change that, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. But last night we were able to go to like a comedy show. So we went out to see one of my husband's favorite comedian, which is his name is Fluffy. Have you guys heard of Fluffy? Gabriel Iglesias. So who's that? That's the show we went to last night. Me and baby went to last night. So yeah, so we went to the show last night. And let me tell you, like, we had fun. It was amazing. But guess what? Didn't let me do this. Okay. Hold on. So while we were at the show, guess what? Business was still going on as usual. People could still go to our website, schedule a free assessment if they needed to. People could still if they come on our website, they send a message, automation, like we have automation that was answering them right then and there. We could even make sales because things are automatic, right? It's already there. People could go there on our website and buy things. and we didn't have to be there. And all of this is because of automation. Automation. I cannot stress the power and the importance of automation. Every single business owner, if you have your home care agency and home care agency is up and running, like you need to be in this training. Like there's no if, there's no but. If you have a home care agency, you need to be in this training because you need automation in your business. Automation is key. Automation is where it is right now. And if you're not using automation, if you're not using artificial intelligence, you are going to be left behind. I know there are some people that are scared of those things. They're like, oh, uh, even like I think somebody messaged me say, hey, it's the devil or something like that. I'm like, no, you need automation in your business, okay? Automation is really gonna help you get to the next level. And if you're not using automation, all the like you're gonna be out, like the other company will outpace you, the other company will out innovate you, and you will be left behind. That's what it's gonna be, right? So instead of being scared of the innovation, what do we need to do?
We
Embrace
need
it.
to embrace it.
Yeah, we need to embrace the innovation. Instead of being scared, this is our time to embrace the innovation. Now that we in this phase, this is like to learn as much as you can fast because this thing grows really fast. Automation, AI, all of this is going like at lightning speed. So you definitely don't want to be left behind. So make sure you join us, homecaremarketingautomation.com. Go on the website, register. We can't wait to have you. And before you know it, we may not be able to accept you because, like I said, we almost at capacity.
Yep.
So make sure you get in. Make sure you get in. We can't wait to see you. We can't wait to have you. And it's going to be amazing. Anything else you need to say?
No, that's it. Just
Like,
save your spot, get your seat, click on the link, and register now. Do not wait. Do not wait. Yes, you want to do platinum, but do not wait. Do it now. Join the training.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's get this done.
like in the chat.
Yeah, my sensei, like in the chat. Tell them, go register right now.
Go register right now.
They can see you. Good.
Go register right now.
I was like, yes, sir. Make sure y'all register. And I know why they not
Yeah,
saying.
you guys don't want to miss it.
Yeah, I love it. You see, marketer and training is like, no, y'all don't want to miss it, but y'all really don't want to miss it. The thing is, let's say one of the things, let's say if you like, hey, I really want to do platinum, but today I'm not ready to sign up platinum. What I will tell you, go ahead and get general admission. Don't let your ego stop you from your blessings. Okay, go get.
Don't let your ego stop you from your blessings.
Yes, go ahead and do general admission. Then you can upgrade later. You can always pay the difference later and upgrade because what happened is if we sold out and we can't sell anything else, then you can come in. But if you're already in, we can always upgrade you. Make sense? So go ahead.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yes, definitely. So make sure, like, it's like, hey, I'll have everything set up by Tuesday to do platinum because I know I'm gonna miss a couple of days.
Yeah.
Don't wait Tuesday because
don't wait Tuesday.
Yeah. So don't wait for Tuesday because we don't know how the market is gonna go. I don't know. I wish I can tell you. Like I may wake up tomorrow and everything is gone. I don't know how the market is gonna go. So instead of you not being able to get in because we don't know when we're gonna do this again, you wanna make sure you get in and then you can upgrade later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get in and then upgrade later.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't upgrade and then get in. Yeah.
All right, everyone. It was nice seeing you. Listen, register, and we'll see you at the training next Sunday.
Bye.
Have a blessed day.
Bye.